Eric, for you, how's the switch, going from, center to right guard back and forth? How's that been? How's that process been for you?
I would say it's been pretty good. There's a lot of learning that's been going into it. Just a different technique and stuff that I have from guard to center. But overall, I'd say it's going well. Not much has changed playbook wise, so that's come pretty easy.
Next question is from Nick Underhill.
I'm just curious, like being out there at the practice, like when Taysom's a quarterback, it sounds like Drew, like when he's doing the cadence, like almost exactly. How important is it for you guys on the offensive line for that to sound like almost the same and indiscernible?
I would say it's extremely important, especially in this offense, just because we're all very tuned in. All five of us across the line are tuned into the snap count. And we know when the ball is going to be snapped, and it gives us a good timing and a good jump on the defensive line.
And how much is, I don't know if you've been with Jameis. How close is he to being on this page with the other guys?
He's definitely getting there. The first few days were a little rough, but now he's really grabbed onto it and grasped it, and I would say he's right there with everybody else now.
And when you say especially for this offense, why especially for this offense is it a little bit more important, do you think?
I would say just because all five of us are like really tuned into the snap count, and we're really, really, really focused on getting a jump on the defensive line because we view that as our biggest advantage over them.
Next question is from Amy Just.
Hey, back to Cesar. Regardless of where either one of you are, how is your chemistry coming along with the two of you side by side?
Yeah, I would say it's coming along good. Me at center, him at guard, me at guard, him at center. The communication's there, and it's just been a big emphasis between the two of us being young players, making sure that we're on the same page.
How much did it help that the two of you had talked even before you got into camp, before he even got drafted?
I would say it was helpful because we kind of got a feel for each other's personalities, and this type of guy we were going to be playing next to, whichever position it was going to be. It was really helpful.
Next question is from Amos Morale.
Yeah, kind of following up on that. When he reached out to you before the draft, what kind of prompted you to respond, and what was that conversation like?
I mean, I feel like anytime there's a young college kid that's just looking for guidance, whether that's combine, going into pro day, whether it's after they get drafted, I feel like I'm not a veteran yet, but as a guy that's been in the league for a year and having those experiences, it's my obligation, it's my duty to respond to him. And I forgot the second half of that question. I'm not going to lie to you.
Just what was that conversation like, and what was some of the advice you kind of passed on?
Oh, it was really short, really sweet, really simple. But he was just asking about the combine stuff, and I just told him that it was going to be a long week, but he had to grind through it because he had the talent, he had the skills, he had the knowledge, but mentally he just had to be there.
And then I guess working side by side with them, both of you guys working at center and right guard. Have you guys been able to bounce kind of ideas and kind of help each other learn the different positions?
Yeah, of course. I've been helping him at center more just because yesterday was his first day actually getting live in practice reps at it. Just helping along with some of the calls and all that because since he's been here, he's kind of been focusing on guard more because that's a position that he didn't know as well. So just kind of helping along with the calls, the IDs, stuff like that.
Next question is from Douglas Mountain.
Eric, do you think maybe guard might be more suited to you just because of the way you could use your athleticism a little bit? Do you think there's any truth to that?
I'm still trying to figure that out myself. I wish I could give you a better answer than that. I do appreciate the compliment on the athleticism, though. But I'm still trying to figure it out myself. Just, see how I can incorporate my game into playing guard.
Next question is from Jeff Duncan.
Eric, this is kind of a cheesy question, I guess, but what's it like being in the 2-minute drill with Drew Brees, like y'all were today?
It's very fast. It's very fast. It's very intense. And pretty much you just want to protect him at all costs because he's leading the charge. He's taking charge of the whole thing, and he's our leader out there. You can't let him get touched in the 2-minute drill.
If I can follow up real quick, the connection between him and Mike Thomas, I know you're out there taking care of your responsibility, but do you also come to the sideline after that and say, this is why that connection has been so successful? Because, I mean, he's going against Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you have the best receiver and the best quarterback in the league, that connection is going to be there. And they work on it day in and day out to perfect that connection. And it's really amazing to see their work ethic when it comes to that.
Next question is from Christopher Dunnels.
Hey, Eric, when Jameis Winston's name came up, you had a big smile on your face. So I'm just curious to see what you're seeing out of Jameis there now that you guys are in the same huddle.
Man, Jameis is one of the funniest guys in the locker room. He brings great chemistry, great charisma to the locker room. He's just a fun guy to have around. That's why the smile came up.
Next question is from Rod Walker.
Hey, Eric, as a center, when you play a road game with no fans, how different is that going to be for you? And
I think it'll be a lot easier. Just getting the calls out, hearing Drew, all of that. I think it'll be a big advantage for us this year.
Next question is from Nick Underhill.
This seems kind of obvious, but do you have a preference between guard or center? It seems like you're more comfortable at center, but do you care where you end up at?
I mean, at the end of the day, I consider myself a team first guy. And just whatever's going to put us in the best position for this team to win, I'm cool with. I don't have a preference.
Next question is from Catherine Terrell.
So I have to follow up on Jameis Winston because Jared Cook was cracking up when he was talking about Winston in the huddle the other day. Was there something he said when he got to the huddle the first time, or something everyone said to him that has everyone laughing about?
No, it's just when he comes into the huddle, he comes in there with his eyes really wide, and he's just looking around at everybody with the hugest smile on his face, and it makes everyone in the huddle laugh every time.
Next question is from Brett Martell.
Hey there, Eric. I know coaches like to create competition in training camp, but I'm just curious, do you see yourself in a competition for center, or do you not look at it that way?
I mean, not really. I mean, I consider it a competition to consider myself one of the best 5 guys that can be on the line at any point in any time. But just center competition, no, sir, not really.
All right, that should wrap it up. Thanks so much, Eric.
Thank you.